The air begins to shimmer softly, like sunlight bending through crystal, and in that radiant silence, the presence of Archangel Michael fills the space around you. The energy is strong yet comforting, a steady warmth that feels like truth itself has entered the room. His voice, deep and serene, moves through your soul with the weight of eternity and the tenderness of love. Beloved one, he says, you are seen. You are known. Even when you doubt your worth, heaven does not. You are part of a divine orchestration far beyond what your human mind can perceive. Every moment, every challenge, every joy has been part of your awakening. You have not been forgotten in the chaos. You are being shaped in the silence. His words vibrate through your heart, dissolving the heaviness you've carried for too long. You've been walking through seasons of uncertainty, he continues, his tone a balance of strength and compassion. You've faced nights where the weight of the world felt too much to bear. But those moments were not the end, they were the refining fires of your becoming. You are not the same as you once were. The strength you now hold was born from the very storms you thought would destroy you. And I am here to remind you that you never walked through them alone. I stood beside you in every tear, in every prayer you thought went unanswered. The divine does not abandon. It waits for you to see that what you asked for has been unfolding all along, just not in the way you expected. The golden light around you deepens, pulsing gently like a living heartbeat. You have been asking for signs, Michael says softly, and this is one of them. That quiet inner voice that tells you to hold on a little longer, that's not just your imagination. That's me. That's heaven speaking through the fragments of your faith. Every time you choose hope when fear feels louder, you open a doorway for miracles to step through. The changes happening in your life are not random. You are being redirected to where your light is needed most. Trust the detours. Trust the pauses. The waiting is sacred. It is preparing you for blessings that would not have fit the old version of who you were. You feel the presence draw nearer, like invisible wings wrapping gently around you. There is a light within you that the world needs, he says, and it is time to stop dimming it out of fear. You were not made to blend in. You were made to awaken, to shine, to stand in truth. The world will not always understand your light, but that is not your concern. Your purpose is not to be understood, it is to be felt. Every act of kindness you offer, every word of love you speak, every time you choose compassion instead of anger, you are changing the vibration of this planet. You are part of heaven's plan to restore balance where it was lost. Even your smallest actions send ripples of light across realities you cannot see. The voice grows stronger now, filled with divine authority but never losing its tenderness. You have been carrying burdens that are not yours, he says. You've taken on the pain of others, believing it was your duty to heal them. But beloved, it is not your responsibility to carry everyone's suffering. You were called to be a light, not a weight-bearer. You can love without losing yourself. You can help without being drained. Release the energy that was never yours to hold. I stand beside you now, cutting away those invisible cords of guilt, fear, and exhaustion. Breathe deeply and feel the freedom return to your soul. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose peace. The divine will handle what you cannot. The air hums gently, the sound almost like a celestial heartbeat. You have always been guided, Michael continues. Even when you took the long way home, even when you walked into pain thinking it was love, your soul was learning what truth feels like. The wrong turns were not failures, they were classrooms for your evolution. Everything that has happened has brought you closer to remembrance. You are not broken. You are awakening. You are remembering your divine nature, piece by piece, moment by moment. The pain that once defined you will soon become the wisdom that guides you. Do not run from it. Integrate it. Let it teach you, and then let it go. The light grows brighter around you, as if heaven itself is leaning closer. You've been asking what your purpose is, Michael whispers. Your purpose is not hidden. It is not something you must chase or find. It is who you already are when you choose to love. Your purpose lives in every breath of gratitude, in every act of forgiveness, in every moment you choose peace over pride. The world teaches you to look outward for meaning, but the truth is always within. You came here to be a living embodiment of divine love, and the more you align with that truth, the more everything else falls into place. Your career, your relationships, your path, all of it rearranges itself when you remember who you are. Michael's energy shifts again, becoming vast, radiant, infinite. You are protected, he says firmly, his voice carrying the weight of divine law. No darkness can touch what is sealed in light. Do not fear the shadows, for they hold no power over you. The light within you is stronger than any force that seeks to shake your peace. The moment you call upon me, I am there. When you speak my name, the vibration itself summons divine power. I stand before you now, sword raised, cutting through the illusions of fear that cloud your sight. You are safe. You are held. The divine plan for your life cannot be undone by any human hand or circumstance. What is meant for you will find you, for it carries your soul's signature. You feel your heart expand with warmth as if every word is writing itself into your spirit. Release control, Michael says gently. The universe does not need your struggle, it needs your surrender. You have tried to make everything happen by force, and it has only left you tired. The moment you let go and trust the divine rhythm, everything begins to move in harmony. You were never meant to fight the current, you were meant to flow with it. Life is not against you, it is responding to your vibration. The more peace you hold within, the more peace you will see around you. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner alignment. Heal within, and the world around you begins to heal with you. The energy shifts again, growing softer, deeper, like the calm after a holy storm. Do not be afraid of the new chapter, he continues. It will not look like what you've known, but it will feel like home. The people who are leaving your life are not losses, they are divine rearrangements. The situations that are closing are not endings, they are transitions. Every ending in your life is making space for divine beginnings. Let go with grace. Trust that what is meant for you will never require you to beg, chase, or suffer. Divine love flows freely, it does not demand your pain as proof. You are entering a season where ease replaces struggle, where clarity replaces confusion, where miracles replace waiting. All that is required is faith. The light feels alive now, moving through you rather than around you. You have been through much, Michael says quietly, and heaven has witnessed every moment. But now it is time to rise, not as the wounded one, but as the healed one. You are not defined by what broke you, you are defined by what you became through it. The world needs your healed presence. The world needs your story. Share your truth with compassion, not shame. What once hurt you can now heal others. That is how divine purpose unfolds, pain transformed into light, fear transmuted into wisdom, endings turned into rebirth. The silence that follows feels sacred, infinite, timeless. Michael's voice returns, softer than before but infinitely powerful. Look within, he whispers. The same power that created the stars is beating in your chest. You are not separate from the divine, you are an expression of it. Every breath you take is the universe breathing through you. Remember this truth whenever you doubt, whenever you feel small, whenever you lose your way. You are not lost, you are expanding. You are growing into the fullness of your divine identity. And I, Archangel Michael, am with you, now, always, and in every moment you remember that you were never meant to walk this path alone. You were never meant to walk this path alone. You were meant to be guided, loved, and supported through every twist and turn. Every soul that has crossed your path, whether through love or pain, has served a divine purpose in your awakening. There are no coincidences in your life, only divine appointments, moments perfectly placed by heaven to help you remember your strength, your truth, and your light. Even those who hurt you were part of a sacred agreement made before this lifetime began. They helped you see what you could not see in yourself. They triggered your awakening, not to break you, but to bring you home to yourself. You are not a victim of your story, you are the author, and the ink of your soul writes only in love, no matter how dark the chapters may seem. Every page you turn brings you closer to your divine truth, that you are infinite, luminous, and unstoppable. Michael's energy grows even more radiant, surrounding you in waves of peace that feel like eternity unfolding inside your heart. Beloved, his voice resonates like sacred music. You have spent so long searching outside of yourself for what has been within you all along. Love was never something to be found, it was what you were made of. You were created in the image of divine light, and that light never left you. The world taught you to believe in limits, to question your worth, to doubt your voice, but I am here to remind you that those illusions have no power. You are not here to prove your worth, you are here to live it. Every breath you take is proof that the divine has chosen you for this time, for this mission, for this rising. You carry frequencies of healing in your words, codes of love in your presence, and waves of divine remembrance in your very being. You do not need to become worthy, you need only remember that you already are. The energy around you begins to shimmer like soft, golden fire, and Michael continues, when you feel lost, place your hand over your heart. That is where the truth lives. That is where heaven speaks. The mind can confuse you, but the heart knows. You are guided through feelings, through intuition, through the quiet whispers that rise when everything else falls silent. Listen to that inner voice, that is how I speak to you. When you feel peace about a choice, even if it makes no logical sense, that is divine confirmation. When you feel resistance that tightens your chest and dims your light, that is not your path. The heart always knows the way home, and heaven is always speaking through it. A calm breeze moves through the space as if carried by unseen wings, wrapping you in a stillness that feels both vast and intimate. You have worried about the future, Michael says gently, but beloved, the future is not something to fear, it is something to create. You are the co-creator of your reality. The vibrations you emit through your thoughts, your emotions, and your faith shape the very fabric of your destiny. You are not powerless. You are a divine architect building worlds through your energy. If you could see how every loving thought lights up the grids of creation, you would never doubt again. So today, choose love. Choose gratitude. Choose trust. You are not waiting for miracles. You are becoming the frequency through which miracles manifest. When you align with light, heaven aligns with you. The air hums with a resonance that feels celestial, as if the universe itself is breathing in rhythm with you. Do not fear endings, Michael says. Endings are simply sacred transitions, spaces where the old dissolves to make way for the divine new. What is leaving your life is not rejection, it is completion. What is arriving is the reflection of your higher vibration. You are ascending into a new energy now, one that no longer aligns with fear, doubt, or scarcity. You are entering the frequency of grace, abundance, and ease. And though it may feel unfamiliar, this is your natural state. The divine never meant for you to struggle endlessly, that was a lesson, not a lifestyle. You are stepping out of survival and into creation. Out of fear and into freedom. Out of confusion and into divine clarity. The light intensifies, not harshly, but with such gentleness that it feels like love itself has form. You are ready, Michael whispers. Ready to stop hiding your truth. Ready to speak from your soul. Ready to live from the fullness of your heart. The world is hungry for authenticity, and your light will feed that hunger. Do not underestimate the power of your voice, it carries the vibration of healing. Even your silence, when filled with intention, shifts energy. You were not born to follow. You were born to lead with love. Led not through control, but through compassion. Led not with force, but with faith. Led not by demanding change from the world, but by becoming the change the world needs to see. You feel the divine presence settle deeper, grounding into your very soul. Every cell in your being seems to vibrate with sacred purpose. When you wake each day, Michael continues, do not ask, what do I need to achieve today? Instead, ask, how can I serve love today? That question will align you with divine flow. When you serve love, you align with the will of heaven. You will notice synchronicities multiplying, doors opening without effort, people showing up at the right moment, opportunities appearing out of nowhere. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. That is what happens when you live as your true self. The universe conspires in favor of the one who remembers they are one with it. You are not separate from the source you pray to, you are its living extension. The golden light softens into a tender glow, and Michael's voice lowers to a sacred whisper, as though speaking directly to your soul. There will be moments when fear tries to return, he says, when old wounds whisper lies to your heart, telling you that you are not ready, that you are not enough. But remember this, fear is only the shadow of your own light. The moment you stand fully in your truth, that shadow disappears. Fear cannot survive where love is fully expressed. Each time you choose love, you dismantle centuries of pain, not only for yourself but for generations before and after you. That is the power of your soul. You are rewriting timelines through your healing. You are shifting the collective by being who you truly are. Never doubt the magnitude of your light. The vibration around you deepens, grounding into the earth, as if the angelic presence is anchoring heaven through your heart. You are the bridge, Michael declares softly, between what was and what is yet to come. You are walking in two worlds, the human and the divine, and you are meant to unite them. Your very existence is a prayer answered by the Creator. When you love yourself, heaven rejoices. When you forgive, heaven expands. When you believe again, heaven sings through you. There is no separation anymore. The light you feel within is the same light that forms galaxies. You are both the seeker and the found. Both the prayer and the answer. Both the child and the light itself. A sacred stillness follows. The kind that feels alive, like the heartbeat of eternity itself. Michael's energy glows even brighter now, like dawn breaking through the horizon of your soul. Do not look backward anymore, he says. Your past was never meant to define you, only to refine you. What lies ahead is greater than anything you've known before. You are entering a season of divine clarity, where everything you once prayed for will begin to unfold in perfect alignment. Stay in faith. Stay in love. Stay open. And remember, every time you feel alone, every time you think you've fallen too far, I am here, standing beside you, guarding your path, lifting your spirit, whispering truth into your heart, reminding you that you were never meant to walk this journey without divine company. Without divine company, because every breath you take is watched over by the wings of heaven, and every silent tear that falls is collected as a prayer in the hands of angels who never abandon you. You have been walking through fires that were never meant to destroy you, but to refine your spirit into gold. The divine never places you in darkness without planting within you the light to find your way out. What you call pain is often sacred transformation. The moments you thought you were breaking were the exact moments you were being rebuilt into something far stronger, far wiser, and far closer to your divine essence. Nothing that happened to you was wasted. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every ending was a classroom of the soul. You learned compassion through suffering, strength through surrender, and faith through the moments when faith was the only thing left. You are not broken, you are becoming. Michael's voice deepens, filled with compassion so vast it feels like it could heal the entire world. Beloved, you must understand, your soul chose this journey long before you arrived here. You signed up for experiences that would awaken your remembrance. You agreed to forget, only so that you could rediscover your infinite power. The struggles you faced were not punishments, they were portals. Every challenge was designed to guide you closer to the truth of who you are. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are divine consciousness expressing itself through human form. You are God's light made visible in this world. The words wrap around you like warmth, dissolving layers of fear you didn't even know you carried. And now, he continues, it is time to release the stories that no longer serve your evolution. The story that says you are unworthy. The story that says you are forgotten. The story that says you must suffer to prove your goodness. You were never meant to earn love. You are love itself. The space around you fills with shimmering energy, as if stars are being born in slow motion all around you. Michael's wings unfold wider, radiating frequencies of golden white light that pulse through your being. Do you feel that? He whispers. That peace you sense right now is your true nature. That stillness, that quiet strength, that is who you are beneath all the noise of the world. The human part of you may forget, but your soul never does. You are eternal light playing for a while in the costume of form. You came here not to escape the world, but to bring heaven into it, through your kindness, your presence, your love. You are the answer to prayers whispered by the earth itself. Every time you choose compassion instead of judgment, forgiveness instead of resentment, hope instead of despair, you shift the balance of the planet toward light. Never underestimate what your energy does, even in silence. He pauses, as if allowing you to feel the truth in every word, then continues softly, "You have asked when things will finally get easier, when the struggle will end. But beloved, ease begins the moment you stop fighting what is. The moment you surrender to the flow of divine timing, the resistance dissolves. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you are meant to be in this infinite unfolding. The lessons you think delayed you were actually preparing you. Every divine delay was divine protection. Every closed door redirected you toward a higher path. The universe never says no, it says, not this way. Trust the rerouting. Trust the pauses.